Hey everyone, and welcome to the channel. My name is Ash, and I am here with a review for Kao the Kangaroo on Steam. Now, Kao the Kangaroo is a platforming 3D adventure game that was originally released in 2000. Now, that was on PC and Dreamcast, and it also got a Game Boy Advance version as well. It's since been ported to Steam in the Epic Games Store, and publisher and developer Tate Multimedia have kindly sent us a copy for this video, so big thank you to them for that. Now, I've recently covered other games in the Kao the Kangaroo franchise. Just this week, we did a review of Kao the Kangaroo 3, and I've also covered the sort of reboot game that came out last year, as well as the sort of DLCs for it, so you can check them out on our channel as well. Now, Kao the Kangaroo is a platforming game where you play as, obviously, the titular kangaroo called Kao. He's been kidnapped, and he basically has to find his way back to Australia. Now, he's armed with a big old set of punching gloves that he can beat up his enemies with, and you've just got to work your way through a whole host of worlds and levels to basically get back to Australia. Now, the game features 5 separate worlds and more than 45 levels across them. And in these levels, you'll find the sort of standard platforming fare, including boss battles and stuff like that. And collectibles are plenty. So across the levels, you're going to find coins to collect. There's special power-up gloves and stuff like that. All sorts of things to keep your eye out and look for during the levels. Now, one thing I do like about this game, it does feature 3 different difficulty levels, so it's a bit more accessible for newcomers to the sort of genre and people who are wanting more of a challenge. Now, the levels themselves are exceptionally long at times. It's not the longest of platformers. However, it is longer than Kao the Kangaroo 3, in my opinion. But it's interesting to see where the series came from. Now, obviously, looking at this game, it looks like a 2000 game. And that's because this is a straight-up port. There's no sort of quality of life improvements or anything like that. It doesn't have widescreen support. It doesn't have Steam achievements. It doesn't have, like, controller mapping or anything like that. You've just got to play the old-school port of the game on Steam, which is a little disappointing, especially since Kao the Kangaroo 2 and stuff do have quality of life improvements, especially the widescreen support. That is always a huge bonus, and controller support and stuff like that. But this game is priced at £1.59 normally, and at the time of recording this, it's on a sale at 50% off at 79p. So while this game isn't perfect, and it does suffer from issues that platformers had at that time when it was originally released, the dodgy camera and stuff like that, and some levels being sort of filler levels and sort of like mazy labyrinth-like levels and stuff. For 79p or even £1.59, having a classic 23-year-old platformer on like a up-to-date system is great, in my opinion. I love my retro platformers. If you've seen any of the content on the channel, you'll know that. And this one's no different. Yes, it looks the worst of the Kao the Kangaroo games. The textures are rough and ready and stuff compared to like the later games. It's much more sort of angular in its design, and some of the environments are much more empty compared to the later games. But the core gameplay is enjoyable. It's fun. It's challenging at times. Sometimes it's much more challenging just because of the camera angle, I'm not going to lie. But it is what it is. Now, in the game, you also can interact and use a whole host of vehicles, including boats, snowboards, like a space scooter, hang gliders, stuff like that, which is really fun. Reminds me of like old school PS1 Spyro the Dragon games, which is really fun. I really enjoyed this game. There's a good variety of enemies and stuff like that. It's not perfect, but at a budget price, I spent a fair few hours playing it, and I had fun the majority of the time. And I am a big believer in sort of saving games and being able to use your games on modern systems, basically. So I'm always up for this. I would like to see an update maybe to give it those quality of life improvements the other games have got. But all in all, I really, really enjoyed this game. It was fun. It had a whole host of different levels and different environments and stuff. Can't complain for a platformer. Like I say, it very much feels and plays like a 23-year-old platforming game. But I recommend picking this one up and then checking out the whole series, because I really enjoyed the reboot that's just come out, and I enjoyed Kao the Kangaroo 3. I haven't played 2. I wasn't sent a copy of that one, so I'm probably going to pick that up myself anyway on Steam. It's the same price, and you can buy the first 3 games in the series for £4.77 or £1.98 while it's on sale at 58% off. So it's an absolute bargain. But anyway, guys, if you've enjoyed this video, hit that like button, hit subscribe, and leave a comment down below. Have you played Kao the Kangaroo, any of them? Do you want to play them? Let me know, and yeah, keep an eye on the channel for more gaming news, reviews, and content. Bye for now.